Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom surfs strong waves to massive global box office milestone. Its superhero sequel is poised to overtake Oppenheimer in China, its second biggest market worldwide. Despite a decrease in the number of theaters, Aquaman 2 has performed surprisingly well at the box office, remaining in the top 10 for 6 weekends. The film has surpassed the $400 million milestone at the global box office, earning $118 million domestically and $294 million from overseas markets for a total of $412 million. Aquaman 2's success is an improvement compared to recent films in the DC Extended Universe, with enthusiastic audience response and strong performance in overseas markets contributing to its success. Despite a steady drop in its theater count, the superhero sequel Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom has proven to be a bit of an anomaly at the box office these past few weeks. The film has registered surprisingly strong holds, and has retained positions in the top 10 for 6 weekends now. Aquaman 2 generated just under $3 million domestically this weekend, which was enough to push it past the massive $400 million milestone at the global box office. Aquaman 2 has now generated $118 million domestically and $294 million from overseas markets, for a cumulative worldwide haul of $412 million. While this is nowhere near the $1.1 billion that the first Aquaman film concluded its theatrical run with in 2018, it's a marked improvement over the commercial performances of the last few films in the now-defunct DC Extended Universe. All signs pointed to Aquaman 2 also drowning in a sea of competition during the holiday period, but enthusiastic audience response, and a better-than-expected performance in overseas markets, helped the movie stay afloat. The film's top market outside North America remains China, where it has grossed $61 million so far. It actually showed an improvement over last weekend's numbers, and will shortly overtake Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer, which grossed $63 million in China last year. By comparison, the first Aquaman was also uncommonly popular in the Middle Kingdom, grossing over $280 million at a time when the country was more receptive to foreign titles. Things changed after the pandemic, but restrictions have recently been eased, with The Beekeeper also generating strong interest. Aquaman 2 feat has now grossed more than June Part 1 at the global box office. Aquaman 2's $412 million global gross puts it ahead of 2022's Black Adam, which was seen to have underperformed with its $393 million lifetime haul. Black Adam's commercial performance announced the decline of the DCEU, which continued its downward spiral with The Flash, Blue Beetle and Shazam. Fury of the Gods, the latter two films generated less than $130 million worldwide. The franchise is all set to be rebooted under the stewardship of new CEOs James Gunn and Peter Safran. Gunn will direct the new universe's first installment on the big screen, Superman: Legacy, for a 2025 release date. Starring Jason Momoa and directed by James Wan, Aquaman 2 was produced on a reported budget of $200 million, which means that it has now hit break-even point. The film opened to middling reviews, earning a 34% approval rating on the aggregator website Rotten Tomatoes, but its audience score stands at a far more impressive 81%. You can now watch Aquaman 2 at home as well. Stay tuned to Collider for updates. If you are new to our channel, then like and subscribe.